Dark Magician Illusion isn't just a deck. It's a symphony of possibilities. With 10 months at our disposal, we're composing a dueling masterpiece that rivals even the most complex compositions and can defeat the most difficult meta decks. Our first step is to lay out our combo cards like a maestro's sheet music. Each card is a note, and when played in harmony, they create a stunning dueling symphony. With a goal in sight and time on our side, we're turning this 10-month journey into a masterpiece of dueling strategy. And the spotlight? Well, in this video, it's on the jaw-dropping combos that will leave our opponents spellbound. Hey, what's up, fellow duelists? Welcome back to another episode of Rise of the Dark Magician. I'm Andrew Godsmith, and today we're diving into an exciting countdown, 10 months until I'm back for the 2024 WCQ season. And guess what? We're using every single second to perfect our Dark Magician deck with mind-blowing combos. Alright, so draw 5. The first combo that I want to do only consists of our main one-card starter. These 4 don't matter. We'll take a look at them after. So Cornfield Coddle is our main monster that you'd want in your hand. Sends to the graveyard for cost from your hand to search a monster to your hand that mentions Chimera Fusion. So you'd send Cornfield Coddle to the grave to bring out Mirror Sword Knight to your hand. The Mirror Sword Knight is your main normal summon monster in this deck. So you'd normal summon Mirror Sword Knight, and his effect is you'd send him from the field to the graveyard as cost to special summon one monster that mentions Chimera Fusion from your deck. Most of the time, you want to go into Big Wing Baphomet and you'll special summon him in defense mode. His effect, when he is special summoned or summoned to the field, you can activate his effect to search not just one card, but 2. What you'll want to search is a beast, level 4, which will be your Gazelle, King of the Mystical Claws. And if it isn't in your hand already, but even if it is, you're going to want Chimera Fusion. So you'll get out Gazelle, the King of Mystical Claws, and Chimera Fusion. You are then going to use Chimera Fusion to fuse off Big Wing Baphomet and Gazelle, the King of Mystical Claws, for Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts. When he is on the field, he becomes Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. Now we don't play the actual Chimera, the Mythical Beast. Why? Because we just don't. We don't play Baphomet, and we don't play Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts. So, chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, or chain 2, chain 3, depending on what you're trying to do. So this time we're going to chain 2 will be special summon, and chain 3 will be search from your deck an illusion monster. So we'll search. I like to get out Nightmare Magician, my favorite card in this deck, minus Dark Magician. Next, we will special summon out Mirror Sword Knight. In attack mode or defense mode, doesn't really matter. Can't be destroyed by battle, so if he's in defense, doesn't take any damage, doesn't get destroyed. In attack, he has 1900, so it's not too big of a worry. And then in your hand, you have Nightmare Magician. 1 illusion on the field and 1 illusion in hand. Now, since Chimera the Mythical Flying Beast is on the field, you can bring back Chimera Fusion from the graveyard. And there's also another effect, but we don't really use it. Banish this card, and if you do, special summon 1 Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beasts, and 1 Baphomet from your deck and our graveyard. I do not have that in the deck. It's just too bricky. So this would come to your hand, and then you would set to go on to your opponent's turn. Now during your opponent's turn, you can banish Mirror Sword Knight from the field or graveyard as long as he is on the field. And for a monster negate or Cornfield, you can banish from the graveyard or field as well for target, negate, and destroy. So if someone tries to target one of your monsters with a monster they control, you can negate the target and destroy the card. Now, for what you're going to do with the Chimera Fusion, when your opponent's turns, when you use Chimera Fusion, Nightmare Magician and Mere Sword Knight and Chimera the Phantom Beast can go into two different cards. You can either go into Guardian Chimera for pop 2 and draw 1, or the main combo that we're doing today is Chimera the Illusion Beast. So you're going to fuse him off with 3 monsters. That gives him 3 attacks. So he has 3 materials for attacks. Bam. Also, he's an illusion, so he can't be destroyed by battle. Also, before, I forgot to tell you, the chain 1, when this resolves, your opponent, during your end phase, discards 1 card randomly from their hand to the graveyard. Now, with him on the field, during your opponent's turn, you still have the 2 negates in your graveyard and a nice monster that they can't really beat over unless they destroy it. Now, if they do destroy it and get rid of it, on their turn, during the end phase, you can banish Chimera the Phantom Beast to bring him back, but he'll only have 1 attack. Or, what you'd want to do is bring back Big Wing Baphomet in defense position, and then you'd get your search. So you'd search for 2 monsters, you'd search for your second Gazelle, and another Chimera Fusion if you have it. Which we do not, so it must be in our hand. Yep, so we still have, so that would be in your hand. Now, comes to your turn, draw 1. Then what you do, you then just go back into the same combo. But we're not done yet, just wait. So that would come out. Chain 1. Chain 2, chain 3. So with Gazelle, you'd search Cornfield to hand. With Big Wing Baphomet, what you'd do is now Nightmare's in your graveyard. Nightmare comes out. And if you didn't use the banishes already, or the negates, you have them for this turn as well. When that resolves, your opponent another card to the graveyard during your end phase, but in the meantime, this comes back to hand. But here's the thing. You got these cards in hand. You most likely would have used Draw last time. You can use Monster Reborn to go into it, but you'd use Chimera Fusion, these 2, into him. Now he has 2 attacks. When you attack your opponent's monster, it can negate their attack and also bring their attack down, or negate their effects and bring their attack down to 0. But when he attacks, Nightmare Magician can pop and destroy a monster. And then when he attacks, he can steal a monster. And then when he attacks, you steal a monster and then you attack for game. So he would attack, make a monster attack to 0 and negate their effects. Then he would attack, stealing another one of their monsters, and then attack again, and then attack with the other monster for game. Right, and that's just 1 card combo. You still have these 4 original cards. The secret to a flawless performance lies in its practice. Just like a musician rehearses their piece, we'll be refining our combos until they're second nature. For our second combo, yes, it takes 3 cards. But if this is what you open up in your hand, you got 1 Dark Magician Brick, Magician Souls, an Illusion of Chaos, and 2 other cards. So what you're going to do is Illusion of Chaos, or bring out Timaeus, so go search, get Timaeus to hand, this to the top of your deck. Or sorry, 1 of those random cards to the top of your deck. And you got those 4, and you still got that 1 random card. What you're gonna do, Magician Souls, send Dark Magician to grave, special summon Dark Magician. Then you'll link off Dark Magician into I'm Duck. I know, it's not optimal, but then you can send Illusion of Chaos, the special summon, to Mias, use his effect to bring out those two, to get out Dragoon. Now you have a 2800 attack and a 3000 attack. You still got the one card in your hand. And yeah, there you go. Not optimal, but if that one card was Cornfield, you'd be golden. All right, the next combo. For this combo, these are your two main cards. And you have 3 random cards in your hand, whatever, just 3 other cards. So, Illusion of Chaos will search for Timaeus. You're going to keep that in your hand, and you send back one of the other cards, face down. Magician Souls, you would find Dark Magician to graveyard, then send Magician Souls to graveyard, special summoning Dark Magician. Then you're going to send Illusion of Chaos to grave to special summon Timaeus, and Dark Magician for Dragoon, leaving you 2 cards in hand. And they can be like, yeah, anyways. Next combo I want to show you includes Cornfield Coddles, main card combo, and then Diffusion. Yes, Diffusion from Battle City. This is a Yugioh Battle City inspired deck. I'll show you what you can do with Diffusion. So we're going to do the Cornfield stuff. Let's fast forward. Okay. So now you pass turn on their turn. Chimera Fusion. Fuck. Okay. So you pass turn. Now on your opponent's turn, you would use Chimera Fusion, fusing these 3 together to bring out Chimera, the Illusion Beast. Then you would activate Diffusion as another interruption to bring back these 3 monsters. you would search and special summon Big Wing Berfomet. Big Wing Berfomet will get out Gazelle and Chimera Fusion. Also, don't forget you still got 3 random cards in your hand or set. That was just Diffusion and yeah, so you got 5 cards in hand. Nightmare Magician can't be destroyed by battle, but on your opponent's turn, if they attack, you can destroy 1 card on the field. So he can't be destroyed, those 2. Also, you got a monster negate and a target negate and destroy. And you still got 5 cards in hand. Okay, so for this one, it's not really a combo. I'm just gonna kind of explain what happens because it's pretty close to the same combo as it was before, but I'm just going to explain what these 3 cards do. So Cornfield Coddle gets you out full combo to get you into Chimera the King of Phantom Beast. Chimera the King of Phantom Beast, what he does is he discards a card out of your opponent's hand during your end phase. If your opponent happens to droll you or ash one of your cards, Triple Tactic Talents allows you to look at their hand and send one of their cards back to the deck and shuffle it. Light Force Sword is banish 1 random card from your opponent's hand face down during your opponent's 4 standby phase after this card's activation and return that card to their hand. So if they've ashed you, which I allowed you to use that, they now have 4 cards in their hand. During the end phase, he activates, they have 3 cards left in their hand. Right? And then during their draw phase, you activate that, and then now they only have 3 cards in their hand. So essentially, that gets 3 cards, plus minus 1 of their ash. They only have 2 cards left in their hand. 1 card they started with, and 1 card they drew. So they better hope that you didn't discard one of their starters, because you pretty much win. These 3 have actually won me multiple hands. Very gimmicky, but hey, it works. Thanks for joining me in this epic journey of strategy, skill, and dueling finesse. Remember, every combo is a step towards greatness and every moment counts. May the heart forever be in your cards. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below and let me know what you think of my videos. May the heart forever be in your cards. Love you all. Cheers.